Well, Bitcoin Investor Week took place in Manhattan this week, and it attracted big names in the industry like Vivek Ramaswamy, Mike Novogratz, and Senator Cynthia Lummis, among others. One of the featured speakers was Adam Reeds, the CEO of Ledn, a crypto lending platform. And Adam joins me now with more. Adam, it's great to have you.
Thanks so much. Good morning, Kristen. How are you?
Good, thank you. A big week, busy week, I'm sure, for you at this blockbuster event. What came out of Bitcoin Investor Week?
You know, ever since the change in the administration this past fall, it's been really amazing the momentum that's happened in the U.S. So the whole world was moving outside the U.S. when it came to cryptocurrency and teams building, and now everyone's coming back. So it's just a binary change, and it's incredible to see the momentum coming in. And this week was perfectly timed. So great momentum, other than the price the last couple of days, but that's normal for Bitcoin.
How does your platform factor into the cryptocurrency ecosystem?
So we got started 6.5 years ago with the idea that at the time you could really custody Bitcoin and trade it, but there wasn't broader financial services available for the asset class. So I come from a background in energy finance where you do really structured long-term financing both on the equity and debt side. So we thought, what if you could do the same with Bitcoin? And when you think about Bitcoin, it's an asset, and once you get to know it, that you never want to sell. So the idea, similar to real estate, of borrowing against it is really, really well understood once you dig in. So we created a product that allows you to borrow against Bitcoin without selling it, and we've had a lot of success in building that out over the last several years.
And what is the activity that you're seeing with this?
It's been incredible. So we've done, over the past 6 years, $7 billion of total loans in this asset class, $1.1 billion of Bitcoin-backed loans, and just in January of this past year, we did $114 million of loans in a single month.
Interesting. I think Bitcoin is a household name now, if it wasn't before, right? Or cryptocurrency, at least in general. And so adoption of Bitcoin, how does that change the game when it comes to what you're doing?
Yeah, I mean, that's what's incredible about it. So if you think about the total addressable market for what we're doing, is the current market cap for Bitcoin is 1.7 trillion. And the amount of leverage currently on Bitcoin at the retail side, we think is only about 2 billion. You compare that against residential mortgages and real estate, 60% of homes in the US have a mortgage on them. So what we think is the adoption of borrowing against Bitcoin as an asset is going to really grow quite a bit, and that's going to change over time. So we're looking at both Bitcoin growing as an asset and people getting more comfortable growing it to change the total market that we're addressing.
It's interesting. Let's talk about the use case, right? In someone's day-to-day or even long-term planning, right? How they would use digital assets and loans to pay for perhaps major purchases. What can you tell us?
Yeah, I think the original concept of Bitcoin was to use it for payments, but I think over time it's changed from a savings vehicle. And I think what we see is, especially young people that are smart, well-educated, have an ability to work anywhere, the idea of buying a home in one place and using that as their saving asset is changing. So why not take something that's truly global, that you can use anywhere in the world, and use that as your savings asset? So actually, myself as an example, I grew up in Canada. Last year when we structured the business, we moved the business to the Cayman Islands. And so I moved my entire financial life that I was, had since I was a kid, bank accounts, everything, a personal home, to now thinking about how I do that in a different jurisdiction. And the only thing that was useful to me that I didn't need to sell was my Bitcoin, which is exactly the same. So we think about that as a savings asset, and borrowing against it is going to be exactly how you use a line of credit or a home equity line for your personal home.
Where do you see this platform going in 2025?
The volumes we're seeing, again, we did 114 million of loans in January. February was a close second. We're on track to do 75 million in this month. So we think the momentum is going to continue. We're on track to do 100 million of revenue this year alone at Ledn.
And I see there is a global digital asset banking group actually that recently issued an industry first syndicated $50 million loan to your platform. What can you tell us about that?
That's right. So what we're trying to do is bring a lot of the tools that exist in traditional finance to this space. And what we did was we did a syndicated loan with Signum Bank in Switzerland. And so that was the first of its kind. So what we're doing is bringing structured financial products that exist in the traditional financial system into this space, and really using old tools for a new dog and bringing that in so we can expand there.
Adam Reeds, great to have you on the show.
Thanks so much.
Especially amid a busy week here with Bitcoin Investor Week in the city.
Thanks so much for the time.
We appreciate it. Adam is the CEO of Ledn.